Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. This is the second part of my reaction to Suho's Gray Suit album. If you haven't watched the first part, I'll have a link to that. Nope, other side, right up there. So go watch that first so that you can watch my reaction to the first 3 songs on this EP. This video is for the last 3 songs on the EP. So I'm going to be starting off with Decanting, which is the 4th track on the album. So far, I have been absolutely loving this album, and I'm hoping that that's going to continue. I'm sure it will because Suho is an amazing artist. But let's go ahead and start this. Hell yes. Your voice, sir. I really like the juxtaposition here between the bass and the drum tones, which are very reminiscent of like 70s soul music, and the acoustic guitar and the synths going off, which are very like early aughts indie rock. So it's not really something that I've heard combined before, and I enjoy it. And this song, when the track listing dropped, I remember I saw the title Decanting and I was like, this song's about to be romantic as hell. I told all my friends and I was right, because as soon as he came back from the military and he did that live and he was like, yeah, I've been getting into really drinking wine and learning English. I'm like, this man is going to be a problem. And he is a problem.
Like the scent of flowers, I just need to know, to know. 시간은 느리게 춤을 추고 천천히 다가가 단추를 풀듯 Chilly babe, 열을 식혀 적당한 온도를 맞춰
Oh, the guitar.
God, I can't deny, no, I won't deny your love.
Oh. Dude, I'm gonna start falling for you, man. More than I already have. Man, what is it about 6/8 time that's just automatically like sexier? I don't know, but that was a beautiful song. That was incredible. And I know that he also said that he was learning to play guitar, so I wonder if he played any of the guitar on this album, specifically on that song, because the guitar work on that song was really good. But I'm going to go ahead and go into Bear Hug, which is the 5th track on the album. And let's go. That piano melody right there reminds me a lot of the Corridors of Time, I think that's what it's called, from Chrono Trigger. And there's a track that plays in there, and I'll put a little snippet here in the video so you can hear what I'm talking about if you haven't played the game. But it's very, like, especially with what sounds like a clock ticking in the background of this track, it's very reminiscent of that. Chrono Trigger is one of, if not my favorite video game of all time. So again, all the things that I'm referencing are things that I love. And I'm not trying to like make comparisons or say that Suho's ripping off anything like that. I don't want to hear about it. I'm comparing it to the things that I like, because that's what I do.
꽃을 삼킨 듯 온몸에 밴 향기 차가워 보이지만 얼어붙진 않아 환한 빛 아래 내가 널 안아줄 테니 아무 걱정하지 마 널 괴롭히는 목소리에 귀를 기울이지 마 실컷 웃고 울자 두려움만
Oh, okay.
없으니
Got some tension building here. I was not expecting the rest of the instruments to come in like that. That was cool.
아무 걱정하지 마
Especially like the way that the drums are produced right here. I'll explain it again in a second when they come back in.
목소리에 귀를 기울이지 마 실컷 웃고 울자
Like I'm listening on headphones, and they're very like centered in the mix. So when the ride cymbal hits, it's almost like somebody is drilling an ice pick right into my forehead, in a good way. If that can be a good thing. But what I mean is like it's very prominent in the mix. It's very centered in the mix, and it gives a sense of like a sense of movement for sure, but also a sense of like, I don't know, almost conflict, especially given how the piano chords and the strings are almost contrasting with one another in the background. And maybe it's just because I'm a drummer, but my attention is really drawn to those cymbal hits. in a very interesting way. Sir, you gotta stop it with those vocal bends, man. Those are kryptonite for me. Oh, that little guitar bend right there is cool. Whoa. Okay, hold on. It sounded like that little guitar arpeggio that's going on back there. It sounded like that blended into the strings that came in right there. That's so interesting if that's what happened. Yeah. So like you hear that don't, and then on one of the bends there's I think it's a cello that comes in like right afterwards, and it almost sounds like it's a continuation of that guitar bend, but it's just switched over to a cello, which is crazy. Yeah. Ah, that's so cool. I love that. I want to know what kind of ride cymbal that is, because I want it. Stop. Stop. That was cool the way everything just cut out. I was kind of expecting like a sustain on the guitar to carry through while the outro sort of happens, but I like that everything cut out. That was interesting. That was a beautiful song. Honestly, they've all been beautiful, but that was like, what's the word? Epic? Cinematic. That was a very cinematic song. And it was awesome. Sadly, there's only one track left on this album. But I'm going to go ahead and listen to it. It's called Moment. And I believe the translation of it is like 1/75th of a second or something like that. which is a very interesting and possibly lore-related thing that I'm not going to get into right now. But I am going to go ahead and listen to this song, and then I'll wrap up my thoughts on the album. Guitar tone, guitar tone, guitar tone. Reminds me of the band Oleander, which probably nobody remembers because I had like one song in the 90s. But it was a good song. The guitar tone reminds me a lot of that. 손에 닿지 않는 거리 먼 곳에서 들려온 작은 너의 노래소리 Now I feel your heart 언제라도 그 마음이 나를 찾을 때마다 편히 쉴 수 있는 집처럼 같은 자리를 지킬게 Love this voice right there. Descending tension builder right there. Like that middle note's like I don't know what interval it is off the top of my head, but not a nice one. We're less than a minute from the end of the song. I'm kind of expecting it to go a little bit crazy towards the end. I don't know if it will or not, but let's find out. I like those strings that just came in. Well, it did go a little bit crazy with the strings that came in. Not as much as I was expecting, but I loved it. I loved the whole album. So I'm going to draw a parallel here, because while Self-Portrait is my favorite K-pop solo album, Kai's first mini album is a very, very, very close second, and it may even surpass Self-Portrait if I'm in the certain mood. But I think overall it's definitely Self-Portrait. And then when Kai came back with Peaches, I was not quite sure if it's lived up to his first album, but as I've grown to listen to it more, I think they're at least equals between Kai and Peaches. And I'm having the same feelings about this. Like, I don't know 100% yet if it lives up to Self-Portrait, but I think as I go on and listen to it more and more and more, it's going to definitely be on the same level, because I love every single song. They're all amazing in their own ways. I think Morningstar still is my favorite, just first impressions of everything, but again, that's subject to change as I go through and listen to more and more of it. But that, yeah, like I don't even know what to say about it. There's so many references and nods, I guess, to music that I grew up with, music that I love and hold very dear to my heart. And hearing all of that in Suho's music is just, it's incredible. And I feel like I'm getting off topic, but I'm going to go listen to this album like 4 more times today, probably, at least. So I will see you guys in the next video. And hey, by the way, like I said, I was making an exception to my album reaction rule for this video. But if you want to see more album reactions from me, I do have a Discord server where I will be doing the majority of my album reactions. This one was an exception because of how important Self-Portrait is to me as an album, and I wanted to share my thoughts on Suho's second album like immediately, I guess. But if you do want to see more album reactions from me in the future, definitely go join the Discord. I'll have a link in the description box. Come join up. We'll hang out. We'll talk. We'll chat about EXO. We'll chat about NCT. Whatever other groups are releasing music. I mean, I listen to a lot of music and I like to talk about it, which is why I started this channel. So if you want to talk more in a more immediate setting about it, definitely go join the Discord and I'll see you in there. I also have some social media links down there. I'm not super active on Twitter, but I post on Instagram pretty often. So come hang out with me there. And I think that's it for this one. So I will see you in the next video. Let me know what you thought of this one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the fun YouTube stuff. And yeah, I'm going to go. See ya.